Am I close enough to the mic? Like, is it?
Yeah, you sound good.
Yeah.
We're saying like this far
Yes.
apart, like 6 inches or so.
Yeah.
And then we're going to try and stay that same distance the whole time so it sounds the same.
Welcome to Undercover Book Club.
Wow, it's too loud, dude.
All right.
This mic, you said this was like low quality, dude. This mic is like,
No, I said it's good quality.
you said it was low quality. Look how dinky it looks, but it's so powerful.
I think we have the same one.
We have the same one.
It's really
gotta
good. But Jace got me a cover.
What the heck, Jace? You didn't tell me to get a cover.
He got me a cover too, so
I have it here. I haven't seen you in weeks.
So now when I do my P's and my, like, you're gonna hear that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Don't do
there's no
any
pop
P
filter.
sounds or S sounds.
Okay.
And look, my mic is cooler than y'all. So
Yeah. Yeah. That mic looks a little familiar.
thank you, Jared. I think it was a birthday present.
If I knew we were gonna do a podcast like 2 years later, I probably wouldn't give that to you. I would have kept that for myself. So.
I had this idea of a book club where one person is assigned a different book than the rest, and Jace wanted to join in.
And I said to Hinkley, how about no one knows if they've got the unique book, so we all have to blend in and figure out who does. Also, can I invite my mom?
I told Jace I'm always down for a good book club. Just please tell me you didn't invite Jaren.
It's Jaren. Just kidding. Well, I'm Jaren, and we are all together, everybody.
Stop. This is Undercover Book Club.
Hinkley, we were just talking about how my mom was called bougie at Christmas last year, 2 years ago.
Fancy.
She didn't know what it meant.
So bougie.
I didn't know if it was good or bad. I just gave like a white elephant gift, but it had this really, I guess it was fancy because it was from like a little boutique store, a little chocolate covered pretzel with sprinkles and stuff on it. I tied that to the top of the package. And everyone's gifts were in the middle, so they didn't know whose was whose. And someone picked it up and they were just like, "Oh, what's this?" And this lady sitting next to her said, "It's bougie."
I think it's a good thing. I've only ever used it as a good thing.
No, but how did
Okay,
that make you
Jaren
feel?
said it's bad.
It's not bad. It's
It
a good
depends.
thing.
It depends on the situation. How did it make you feel, Liz, when you heard it?
Okay, so the way she said it made me feel bad, but then I didn't really know what it meant for a while because generation,
Yeah.
So I just kind of been holding that inside for 2 years trying to figure out what it meant.
Like, maybe she didn't want to feel like you were fancier than her. Maybe she was like, oh, it's too fancy.
Yeah.
But
Maybe
bougie's
so.
not a bad thing.
It was just a
Hinkley,
pretzel stick. with
looking at
sprinkles.
Liz's sweater, how much do you think it cost?
Is it bougie?
It looks cute. I like it. I'm
Like
jealous.
a bougie Q or like
No stains.
Like, I might steal it if it's under $40. How expensive is it? Is
so it
40?
looks like a $40
$5 at DI.
Oh, I love the DI.
There
Except
you
for I
go,
don't
just-
like it smells weird.
So
Yes.
Is that mean? Is that mean?
Yeah, that's mean. That's meaner than saying bougie. That's
No.
that went to
I
a
should-
new low.
I wash everything that I buy there, but
I
it is a
would
good place
hope.
to get sweaters.
My parents live in Minnesota, so
Minnesota,
Okay.
Minnesota.
don't you know?
I really hope they don't get the accents. I'd be so mad.
If you
Yeah,
ever,
let's-
if you ever want to move to Midway, we have a basement.
My sister lives in Midway, and I've thought about it.
Okay.
I was
keep
saying,
in mind.
let's just go around and everyone say where their sister lives, so we can have to
Yeah,
edit out.
This
later.
is a really
Oh
good.
yeah. I'm sorry. I didn't know we were actually doing this.
Hey, only
No, I'm
bougie
so sorry.
people live in Midway.
Banter part.
No, I'll come hang in Midway.
Only bougie people live there, though.
That's
oof.
true.
I don't know if I'd be okay
Bougie,
there. No, I'm not
bougie
quite as
good
bougie
or
as you.
bougie bad?
Bougie's always been a good thing. I don't.
Okay.
That's usually what
Okay.
bougie people say. That's interesting.
Okay. You're just mad that you're not bougie, actually.
I'm proud of it.
What are we drinking?
Okay. My sister
Water.
lives in New York.
I got oat milk.
It's just oat milk. Because Hinkley taught me this matcha recipe that was super good.
You tried it?
No, you
Oh, wait,
didn't.
I
tried
think
it.
you tried it in
Gave
front
to
of me.
Yeah.
I just do
So,
matcha and
what's
then
in it?
strawberry and oat milk.
Matcha with some strawberry syrup and oat milk.
Yeah.
Writing that down.
It's not fancy at all, but I love it.
Jaren, put away the food, please, for 45 minutes while we record
Be
this.
serious, man.
Liz, what are you writing down? You're not even. Stop writing stuff down, okay?
I'm writing on this recipe.
Notes.
Matcha, strawberry, and
Obviously.
oat
Hinkley,
milk.
she's not even writing it, okay? I'm telling you right now.
That's not even a pen.
It's just to be nice.
I wrote it down.
Oh, did you write it down to prove a point, Liz?
Oh, man.
When Hinkley was talking, her sound wasn't matching up to her lips.
There might be
That's a
There might be a
magic
little
trick
bit of
she can
lag.
do.
So that
Okay.
is why we do the audio with Cast, because
Okay.
Cast, it records it to your device.
Okay, stop
and
talking
then-
now. You're talking right now. I want to punch you in the face.
Audio with cast.
And then it takes that and uploads it to the cloud later.
wanna
So
punch
there's
you.
no lag.
I want to punch
Zoom,
you.
there is lag, which is why we can't do that.
I want to punch you so bad.
How do you want me to talk? You want me to talk like
Do not talk like that. It's creepy.
Upload.
And it makes me
ASMR
Upload to
podcast, please.
to the cloud.
Upload it to the
I feel
cloud.
so icky when you talk like that. I just feel weird.
Can we
I'll
mute
never
just
stop talking
Jace?
like that. Yeah, force mute. Should we hop into the game?
Let's do it.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do it.
I have like really quality questions ready.
I'm nervous. I'm nervous.
Here's how Undercover Book Club works. I wrote some code that sends out an email with a book title to each of the four of us, and one person at random gets a different book than the other three. We don't know what the other book is, and we don't know if we're the only one with our book. We do know that the books share a common genre or subgenre. This episode we chose historical fiction. So we've been reading our books and now we're meeting together to ask questions to weed out who has the different book. We vote on who we think it is and then reveal our books. If the odd one out goes undetected, that person wins. But if the three guess that person correctly, then the three win. There is then a punishment decided for the loser to take place in the next episode. Now, for the sake of making things more interesting to our listener, Hinkley's dad, Gordon, is our only listener, we will disclose which books were sent out so that you can sort of play along. The first book is Moby Dick. The Wikipedia summary reads, Moby Dick, or The Whale, is an 1851 novel by American writer Herman Melville. The book is the sailor Ishmael's narrative of the maniacal quest of Ahab, captain of the whaling ship Pequod, for vengeance against Moby Dick, the giant white sperm whale that bit off his leg on the ship's previous voyage. The other book is Cloud Cuckoo Land by Anthony Doerr. It was published in 2021. The blurb on Doerr's website reads, 5 protagonists dwell in the heart of Cloud Cuckoo Land. There's Anna and Omir on opposite sides of the city walls during the 1453 siege of Constantinople. Then there's teenage idealist Seymour and octogenarian Zeno in an attack on a public library in present-day Idaho. Then there's Constance on an interstellar ship bound for an exoplanet decades from now. Anna, Omir, Seymour, Zeno, and Constance are dreamers and outsiders who find resourcefulness and hope in the midst of peril. A book written in ancient Greek, the story of Ethon, who longs to be turned into a bird so that he can fly to a utopian paradise in the sky, provides solace and mystery to these unforgettable characters. So those were the books that were sent out. Again, we don't know what books the other people have or if we're the only one with our current book. And we're trying to figure that out right now. Here we go. Should we do one person ask all 5 of their
No,
questions, or we ask
no,
one
please
question
no.
each go around?
No. Because then what if we have
so-
overlapping questions? So I wrote a couple extra ones
Oh,
just in
Okay,
case.
then let me go first because I only have 4. I don't want anyone to steal the ones I have.
No.
How hard is it to think of one more, Jared? I asked you for
Okay,
5.
well, I do have 5, but they're really bad.
I mean, originally he said 5 to 10. Are you not following directions?
It's hard to think of questions that don't give me away.
I'm so sorry. No, it was so hard for me too. I'm so sorry.
So do we say,
Jaren's first question. Was your book Green Eggs and Ham?
was it a long book or a short book?
Don't tell him.
Did I have pictures?
So do we talk about our punishment?
How many
Of what
pages?
we're gonna do? So it's a little more. Do we say what the punishment's gonna be? Because I have a few options. Shave one eyebrow. We get.
Oh no,
We're not doing that. Okay, never mind.
No one's doing that.
Well,
Well,
I
you
feel like
might do
only
that,
the
but-
winner should give away their punishment. 'Cause
Okay.
I might want to
Hinkley,
Oh,
you
that's
shave one of your
if I
eyebrows.
don't.
I'm coming for you.
Please no. I don't have eyebrows. They're fake. They're
Okay.
drawn on.
That
I
makes it
actually don't
easier.
have them.
Should I answer my own question and then it goes around,
No.
or no? Oh,
Everyone
okay,
else
okay.
answers your question.
But I have a good answer for it. Okay, never mind. Okay. I have a good political answer planned out. But never mind. Okay.
Ew.
Here's the question. What was your initial reaction when you found out what book you were reading for this historical fiction episode? Jaren.
My
And then-
initial reaction, I was pleasantly surprised.
Oh no, yes.
I was tickled by the opportunity.
Liar.
Hinkley, what was your reaction?
I think I just let out a long sigh. I was a little bit intimidated, to be honest. Okay. Yeah, I was a little bit intimidated, being completely honest.
Tickled and intimidated. And mom?
Tickled and intimidated.
My initial reaction was confusion.
Mm.
Confusion.
I like it.
Want me to go now?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, Jaren.
Okay.
What's the question?
Does the first letter of your book start? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Were you sympathetic to the antagonist in the story? Sympathetic.
Empathetic?
To the antagonist of the story.
Sympathetic.
Yeah. Were you
Your audio cut
sympathetic?
out, so you just
No,
said
were you
sympathetic.
sympathetic to the antagonist in the story? Or was there none?
That's actually a super good question. I think that question kind of is the point of the book. I'm gonna say yes. I was gonna say I was mixed, but overall, yes, because I identify with the protagonist.
Antagonist, not protagonist.
I thought you said antagonist.
Oh, the antagonist. Please define antagonist. No, I'm just kidding. No, I don't have to fight with the antagonist. That means the bad guy. Next.
No. What? Well, you can't go. What did she say?
Okay.
You didn't give an answer.
I did not sympathize with the antagonist.
I know where you stand.
Okay. I'll start by saying depends, because my first question is there a clear antagonist in the story?
I think we read the same book.
Darren, I'd like you to answer first.
I think there is in the beginning, but it changes as it goes. The antagonist, it gets a little complex. So it seems simplistic in the beginning, but then the antagonist is not who you thought.
It's a good answer.
I like your answer. Who would like to go next? I want to know your guys' thoughts, feelings. Liz.
Mom.
I think that I would second what Jaren just said. There are changes in the book that kind of make you think about him differently. I just said him.
A him?
Was that on accident? Was that on purpose? I know what kind of game you're playing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe it was not.
Voting off the island.
Let's Liz out right now.
Don't trust you.
Yeah.
Shame.
Let's change the game. It's not even about the book anymore. It's just
Yeah,
who we vote
left
on.
eyebrow.
Yeah, we
Go
just
right now,
Pick a
Liz.
person to leave each week. Can
Okay.
you shave it on camera?
I'm not going to shave my eyebrow.
But no, like when we all vote you, will you shave it on
Okay.
camera?
I teach middle school, and my students would be
Yeah.
so mean to me if I came
yeah.
with one eyebrow. Of course, can you really
Fair.
tell with glasses though? I mean, because they kind of cover the eyebrows, right?
Yeah,
So maybe it would be okay.
Yeah.
Hey, don't vote for me.
Maybe you should shave both.
That's right.
Would you come in the morning and draw them on for me, please?
Oh no, I will.
Okay.
I totally will.
Liz,
We
you
can
share one
hang.
of your
I
questions.
have brekkie every morning together. We'll be best
Okay.
friends.
If you live in my basement, we could do this. Okay,
Oh
one of
my
my questions.
Did Jace ever answer?
Yes, I said clearly the bad guy morphs, and I know that it is male. Okay,
I feel like
Okay,
we're
guys, this is
piggybacking
so
off of Jaren on this one, being completely honest.
Morris read the story. My
I
understanding.
can't play this game because I know Jace too well.
Okay.
All right, let's say our other questions before we vote because I know who it is. It's so Jace.
Jace.
It's literally
Liz, yeah, next question so we
at
can
all.
narrow it down more to Jace.
Next question, please, Mom.
Okay. What can you tell me about the setting? Jace.
The setting was historical.
What era in particular? How historical are we talking?
A simpler time.
Give me a detail from your setting.
The detail was I can either sink myself or redeem myself with what I'm about to say.
Whoa. That
Was
was
that
a clue.
implied on something?
I already know who I'm voting. I swear right now.
It was a rougher way to live.
Oh, my laptop wants me to download Minecraft too. So.
Okay, well, hurry and do that and put the podcast on pause because Minecraft 2 sounds amazing.
No, just Minecraft. Like it
Minecraft also.
as well.
Oh, Minecraft as well.
I think they do update the game. Have you been
I was
playing
like-
Have you been playing the original Minecraft?
I've been sleeping on Minecraft 2. All right, that's
No. The setting.
Yep.
It was changing a lot, but it also just didn't change.
very political. That's a very
Okay.
political way to say that. But I can see how through
Do
the
you
book-
understand what I mean in context of the book, or did you read a different book?
I like how
Interesting.
aggressive you were with that, and it makes
I'm
me
so
laugh.
sorry. I'm so sorry. I feel so
He's going
bad.
after your eyebrow.
I'm
She's
so
looking
sorry.
for my
I'm
eyebrows.
Okay, I have a question here. Let's just get down to it, shall we?
Okay.
Let's get down to it.
What was the main, in your opinion, what was the main weakness of the protagonist in to you? What was their main weakness or flaw, character flaw of the protagonist?
I'd say stubborn.
Good answer.
Stubborn to a fault.
I say hubris. Hubris was the downfall of the protagonist.
Can somebody tell me what that word means?
I'm Googling it.
think
It's
it
called
is.
It's called
bullcrap.
bullcrap.
It's called Jace didn't read the book that we
Can we
read.
please not answer with answers I need to Google? Because
Liz, what do you think?
I'm still looking up hubris.
Mom's gonna read us the definition of hubris, and then you'll see that I read the same book. As two of them.
I mean, that is a good answer. Yeah, it's like pride.
Excessive pride or self-confidence.
Yeah, that actually was pretty good, Jace.
Whoa.
that's
Okay,
good.
repeat your question. Darren, repeat your question.
In your opinion, what was a weakness or flaw, main weakness or flaw in the protagonist in the story?
I'm going to say that it was a deep-rooted evil.
Okay, that wasn't as narrowing as I thought that was going to be.
I view it slightly different than deep rooted evil. I would say it's kind of shallow rooted evil, but this book yields itself to many interpretations. So
Okay.
this book, I can't say the name of the book right now, but just know that it's the same as all of you, or just two of you, or whatever.
If you had to rank in order these themes, which was more prevalent in the story? Okay, so from the most prevalent to the least. Love,
Oh, it's multiple choice.
multiple choice.
Good. I was
Oh,
nervous.
thank you. This will help out the undercover.
Yeah.
I'm
Love.
writing this down.
Yeah, write it down, Liz. You actually can write this down.
C. I already picked C. I don't know.
A is love. B, friendship. C, fate. D, religion. Or E, divine intervention.
Is there an all of the above option?
Absolutely not. What would you rank?
So an all except for one option.
What would you rank the most prevalent to the least prevalent theme in the story?
I know fate is the one that just sticks out to me, and I know that was just showing up to me a bunch of different times throughout the book. But I want to hear what everyone else says.
Okay.
It's
I would
Jace.
go with
It's so Jace, dude. I know. That's all this.
Are you kidding me? This book is all about fate. It's literally a book written on fate.
You go. You go.
okay, well now I'm nervous to go because I was gonna say fate, but
Thank you. So I think it's Jaren now.
I was gonna be
Because
like
he's-
fate, maybe divine intervention, friendship. The other ones no.
Okay, Liz, what do you say?
I say the strongest theme was probably religion, and then fate, and then that's
Okay, can we vote? Let's vote now.
I forgot about the religion one, but let me put that one in there.
Oh, you said religion. Yeah, religion.
You said too many themes. You said too many themes.
I wrote
Religion's
it down.
number
I
one.
knew he was gonna have a lot. I know Jaren, so I wrote.
I
him
didn't
down.
write anything down. There was friendship, love.
To be honest, on the last question, I feel like Hinkley and I were on the same brainwave.
Are you trying to defend yourself right now before we vote you out?
And
Jace, I didn't hear what you just said.
It was just he was just trying to
I'm just
trying to save
I'm just
himself.
blabbering on about
Bunch of
something.
hubris.
Just-
Bunch of
okay.
hubris going on
Just
over
trying
here.
to save my skin. The hubris is gone.
Little hubris.
A little sprinkling of hubris in there for us.
All in favor for Jace. Also, we have a tie. 2 for Jace and 2 for me. So do we like give our defense?
Should we
yeah.
discuss and think about it?
How do we do? Yeah, with 4.
Okay, let me
people,
ask
even
one more
number.
question, just for Jace and Jaren.
Okay, I'm ready.
Jace, what was your favorite part of the book?
I changed my vote to mom.
Okay, wait. I have a good question. Okay.
My favorite part was
Uh-huh.
an unexpected thing that happened towards the end. That was my
What?
Jaren, what was your favorite part of the book? And that was a lame answer. Too vague.
I love
No, I can't decide.
do I say like a theme or do I say like a scene?
A scene.
Okay, an actual scene. I like
It was when Frodo took the,
Yeah.
the magic.
I
wand
like
to
the end.
Are you referencing Harry Potter?
the millennium.
I like the end when the narrator is using an object that was built earlier. I just like the irony of that part.
Okay, I'm switching my vote. It's
That's
Jace.
what that. You guys are the word. All in favor for Jace?
Okay, let's
I'm
show
so
our
sorry,
books.
Jaren. I'm so sorry, Jaren.
Let's show our books. 1, 2, 3, show.
Moby Dick, baby.
Moby Dick. It's Moby Dick. No, you're so lucky. It's such a long book.
Cloud.
Glad I didn't get that.
What is it? Cloud.
Cloud Cuckoo Land. It was actually an amazing book. But literally the first question when someone said or second question when someone said protagonist.
Yeah.
And there's 6 protagonists in this
Oh,
book.
our book is
Okay,
pretty much only one, but he's like a conflicted. He's like the captain of the ship, and he's like the.
He's like
Yeah,
an
I know that-
anti.
Yeah, he's like an anti-hero. It's like a tragedy. So
I know the bait. He's
Yeah.
on a ship and hunts a whale or something.
Yeah.
Right?
So we have
The
like
white whale,
only one
Moby Dick.
protagonist, really. So
I can't remember the name of the whale.
Moby Dick is the whale.
Did you guys
Anyways.
love this cover?
I like
the
that
most
cover.
boring.
So, Erin used this book in high school when she had to read it, and she wrote this on the cover.
That is so funny.
and drew away.
It was kind of. I mean, there are
Okay.
parts I was like, okay. I'm like,
There was chapters explaining different species
Yeah.
of whales, and I was like, I don't know if I need to know this for the story.
And a whole chapter on white.
yeah.
Oh, dude, no, that one I actually kind
Skip.
of dug that one.
No, I
Really?
skipped that one.
Okay.
I liked that one a lot. Wait, you guys were skipping chapters?
I was skipping for sure.
I skipped a few.
Yeah.
I read this whole book, guys. It's such a big book.
That's not how book
And-
club
and-
works. It's skipping
and-
chapters.
Okay, book club. There's a lot of people that don't
I'm
read
with
the book in
Chase.
book club. In book clubs.
Well, that was like the idea of the podcast.
I read enough to understand and to win. Jace, shave your
Okay,
eyebrow.
mine had almost 600 pages to it.
How many
It's a
pages
long
was
book.
Moby Dick? I can't on the Kindle. How do I?
It was about 600.
Yeah, it's about the same.
Okay, mine was only like 4, but also it's like Bible print. It's
Oh.
so tiny.
I honestly love my book, so I want to share about
Okay,
it.
you go first
Yeah,
because
we can
we
talk.
don't know what your
Yeah,
book
you
is.
go
You go
first.
first. Tell us about it.
I wrote down some notes about it. Okay, there are 105 named characters in this book. Okay,
It sounds
It's
like Anna
like-
Karenina.
yeah, it's very expansive.
Wow.
I started to read it and I couldn't understand what was going on, so I had to like Google stuff on it first to kind of like wrap my head around it. He imagines, what if there was an ancient like text like from ancient Greece that like was lost but then brought back again, and then it influenced the lives of different people throughout time. So there's part of it that's in it's in Constantinople in the 1400s, and then the text is rediscovered again by someone translating it in Idaho in present day, and then like the 22nd century there's someone on a spaceship who discovers the text too. So it's just a bunch of different characters and a bunch of different times. And when I was like a quarter of the way through the book, I was like, okay, I'm getting the hang of this. This is awesome. Like, and then the stories like kind of interweave through like the themes of them. I'll just share one line really quick.
Yeah, just one line, dude. We don't have a lot of
Actually-
time.
Actually, just
You lost me at 105 characters, so let's just stick to one line you want to share, buddy.
I'm gonna read a part of it. It's on page 40. It reminded me of Jaren. I don't know why, but it just reminded me. He harbors a demon inside, and the flaw in his face is proof. One thing to discuss for book club. I wrote down some book club questions. Okay, I'll just do one. Or two. Okay. So Cloud Cuckoo Land is a theme throughout this book. Cloud Cuckoo Land is like some like utopia that doesn't exist or whatever. That's what it means. Okay, so it says, city they would build in the clouds between earth and heaven, far from the troubles of men, and accessible only to those with wings, where no one ever suffered, and everyone was wise. Rivers of broth gushed from spigots, and tortoises circulated with honey cakes balanced on their backs, and wine ran in channels down both sides of the streets. What's everyone's Cloud Cuckoo Land? Hinkley.
Okay. I don't know if you guys know this. I'm obsessed with cannolis. They're my favorite dessert. Anytime I have one, my day automatically perfect. I just want to be in a cannoli shop 24/7. That would be it. That's it. I like cannolis.
I changed my
I like
vote. Can I vote?
cannolis and chai lattes, and that would be it.
Yeah, let's vote Hinkley now. Let's vote Hinkley off.
Why?
Mom, what's your Cloud Cuckoo Land?
My Cloud Cuckoo Land would be a place in the country, like a cabin in the mountains. So instead of, being in a cloud and needing wings. And then my food would absolutely be like fresh garden veggies and fresh eggs from chickens, fresh milk from cows.
Fresh cannolis from cows.
I'm over here like, yeah, my cannolis, and even your vegetables, Liz. I'd like to change my answer. I just like fresh veggies.
I don't
too.
know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm real-
Me too.
I'm a real
The older I
clean
get, the
eater.
more I just want clean food. Yeah.
Salads only. That's all I consume. Do you eat like only organic food, Liz?
No,
Okay.
I rarely eat organic.
I
But
work
I
in a-
mostly cut out sugar and trying to
Good
cut out
for you.
flour.
I work at a
Flour.
pizza place, so my diet isn't necessarily the greatest.
The services she provides are the greatest.
There you go.
The
Jason
pizza.
Jaron.
'Cause
Jason Jaron used to work at a pizza place
High end gourmet.
together.
we did, yeah. Little Caesars for life.
I
Gonna
love
get
Little
some-
Caesars.
Some hot bread. You're welcome, Little Caesars. I'll be with you in just a
Just a
second.
second.
we would tell when we got busy, we just tell people about deals for Domino's.
Like you guys know, Domino's is like right down there. They're doing the
seven
medium.
3 medium pizzas.
Papa John's is like kind of you go down the court, like it's more fresh, like fresh ingredients. You guys want to go there? Because we're literally getting paid $7.25 an hour right now, and this is too busy for us. There's no incentive for me to work hard during this rush hour.
Fair.
That's true. Hinkley does more designer pizzas at Papa Murphy's. Ours was we were in the grind.
Yeah, we don't cook the pizzas, so it's real laid back and
Jaren's over here doing
Yeah.
his homework at the same time as the podcast. He's over here spending an excited
Sorry,
assignment.
I just had to send this to someone real quick.
God.
Look, you started going
We
off
just
on your
did it.
book that
No
none of us
priorities.
read.
It makes
None of
sense.
us read your book.
priorities.
Okay.
Oh, he thinks we're still talking
Okay.
about Cuckoo Land.
I will really. Okay, I'll wrap up talking about.
Yeah.
I could talk
Tell
about
us
it for
about the
hours.
99th
Listen,
character, just real fast. I'm so
It's
excited
the
to hear
same-
about it.
It's the same.
I want to hear about 102.
This dude wrote. Have you ever heard of? Have you ever heard of
Scientology.
Not the Fault in
Yeah,
Our Stars.
I've heard
What's
that
it
book.
called? Scientology. What is it?
Love that book. Love it. Number 1.
No, he won a Pulitzer Prize for the book "All the Light We Cannot See."
Read it.
Mom's read it. Okay. Yeah.
That's embarrassing.
Such a good book, right? He's an amazing author.
Liz, this is why
Also-
people think you're bougie. Okay.
Because you.
I feel like she's an English teacher or something of the
I've
sort.
lived a long life, so I've had a lot of chances to read a lot of books.
I didn't
eat a
even
lot
read
of
the books
veggies.
assigned to me in school, so
Neither did Jace.
Yeah. Well, listen, I read the first few chapters of a lot of books here, but I know the story of what my mom's referring to. I walk into my English class at high school, and they're all sitting at desks with names in front of them. But I'm late, so I sit at the only desk that's left, but there's a name in front of it. I didn't recognize the name. All the names are a character from A Tale of Two Cities. So I sat down. I can't remember the name of it, but it was the main character of A Tale of Two Cities. And the teacher comes over and starts asking questions, like as if you were the character. She's like, and she quickly found out that I didn't read the book, just like how y'all found out today that I didn't read Moby Dick. And so she was just grilling me the entire time, and she like wasn't even like had a sense of humor about it. She was like, so that left some marks on me. So I haven't really read like a fiction book since high school. I haven't read a fiction book, so this was the first one, and so it kind of got me back in the waters there, and it was actually kind of cool. It took my mind out of just life, you know.
Can I tell you my most favorite scene from Moby Dick?
yes.
That's what we want to
When
hear.
Tashtego goes down into the head of the whale.
Yes.
And Queequeg
Freaking cuts him out.
dives in with the sword in his hand, cuts the bottom of the whale head, pulls out his leg, pushes it back in, grabs his hair, pulls him out, gets to the surface, saves his life.
That was such a good part.
I think Queequeg's my favorite character. I love him
Yeah.
so much.
Yeah.
Like he might be.
He
my
was
number
very
one.
cool. Very cool.
And I think what's interesting
So brave.
of just like I looked up, I was like wondering when this book was published, and just kind of it was like 1850 or
Yeah.
51 or something like that. It's just interesting of like the racial tension in the country and how
Yeah.
he was just like this character that was like pagan, cannibal, black, tattooed
Tattoos
up. Yeah,
everywhere.
just kind of like, and how the narrator, like his Christian values are kind of like challenged, and how he like breaks down some of those barriers, and they have that really good friendship. So I don't know if that was, I don't
love
know if that was like, is that like the author, was he trying to send a message there culturally? That was just, I just liked that character development, how they like had a strong friendship.
Yeah.
And
So much was based in religion, and I kind of thought of it as, okay, there's this pagan guy, but if you're looking on his soul, if you're looking on his heart,
yes,
he's a good guy.
yeah,
Right.
Yep.
And then if you look at Ahab, who is, the typical white man captain guy,
yeah.
and he just cannot get that piece of him satisfied. He's just got to go for revenge.
And side note, like that whole like the mysterious captain and all that stuff. I'm like, dude, that has been played in movies, and like, I don't know, like, did that start in that book?
So this is where it comes.
Yeah,
from?
like they
Yeah.
go. He
Yeah.
goes like the narrator. Ishmael. He's like goes on the boat, and so anyway, long story. He gets there, but like the captain comes out a couple days later, and his leg's gone because Moby Dick ate his leg. bit his leg off, and he has like a whalebone, and he's got a scar on his face. And it's like really mysterious, and he's like going on revenge. I feel like you see that theme in TV shows and movies the last couple decades. I just don't know if like that originated from that, like that theme. Anyway, I just thought I was like, oh, I've seen this type of stuff before, but this was written like in 1850. So like I don't know, like, people just copy off like the classics.
To the listener, Chris, my dad, how does it end? Spoiler alert, by the way, spoiler alert. But does he get the whale? Does Ahab get
We
the
don't
whale?
know.
Ooh. You really want me to spoil it for you?
Jason's not gonna read it. Yeah, let's just tell him.
Okay, so they do actually finally get the whale, but the whale takes down the entire ship. And
Except for
everyone-
Ishmael.
Except for Ishmael.
Except for-
Who's the narrator
Takes
guy?
everyone else down. Everyone else dies.
Does it say that
Except for
it says he got the harpooned the whale, but it doesn't seem like, was it? I felt like it was still kind of like,
Is a harpoon a death
I
sentence?
think he went down with the whale.
Because the rope wrapped around his
Yeah.
neck and dragged him down.
it just
So,
didn't seem clear to me if
remember
Moby Dick truly died.
Fadala's prophecy that he would be hung around the neck.
Yeah.
Which there's another play on words there because Fadala, I mean, most of his name is Allah.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And he's making this prophecy.
There was a huge
Lot
biblical
of religious.
Jonah. There's
Oh, most of like the names.
Ishmael is like the son of Abraham through Hagar, who's like the like illegitimate son of Abraham, and he has to kind of find his own way. And that described Ishmael in the beginning of the story. Like he doesn't really know what he wants to do. I don't know if Moby Dick the whale was supposed to represent God or like nature, like something that can't be like Captain Abbott. He's trying to control it and he can't.
Right.
Like it was. I don't know if
He
that was supposed to
can't.
be like. There's a big thing about
Yeah.
fate. There's like a lot of prophecy and like
So that's what
yeah,
I'm
no,
saying.
dude. When you said, I was like, dude, that's pretty good.
Dude, didn't
I
it
thought
be
you did
though,
good
the
there,
whole
yeah.
time?
No, your first
lucky.
no, your first question was your first answer was super lame, and all your other ones. But that one, I was like, dude, I put fate as option D or something. You still put fate as number one. I was like, that's pretty good.
Fate was actually C.
Oh, see, thank you,
I wrote
thank
it
you.
down.
Write it down. Yeah,
Thank you for the notes.
that was too obvious. I probably should put it as option A or something. Jace always goes for C.
I told you I was picking C no matter what.
That's so funny.
But Mom, now I see why, because it was Moby Dick, why you said you confused at first, because it's more of a classic. Even though it's also
Yes.
historical fiction, you were probably like, I thought it was historical fiction, not classic.
Yeah, I would have viewed it more as a classic than a
Oh, yeah, that
historical
makes
fiction,
sense.
So I was confused.
I thought it was based on a true
But
story
It's all good.
with like a little Hollywood
was what?
twist. You know, I thought it was like based on a true story, but you know, there's a little creative liberty in there.
No, there was a true story.
Oh,
There was an actual whale that took down a boat, and I forgot what the name of it was, but like when he was writing the book, he was thinking of that one sperm whale that took down the whole boat.
oh. It just felt like I feel like there was a lot
That's
of
cool.
religious symbolism in
Yeah.
there. There's a lot of
Oh.
cultural, a lot of political, racial.
And-
I didn't know like if he was like trying to send a
Yeah.
message culturally about that.
When Queequeg saved Tashtugo out of the whale's head, that was I mean it's my favorite scene, but the symbolism is so real because it's birth,
Yeah.
right? The foot's coming first, like a breech baby. He reaches in, pulls him around, then pulls him head out first. It's like
Yeah.
what? So there's so much being reborn
Yep.
symbolism in that.
So what did you think Moby Dick represented? I'm just curious what Hinkley and Liz, what did you think the whale was actually symbolic of?
God.
Like, it was
I
like a
agree
god
with
or
God. I liked when they were talking about how you can't,
Especially because it was white.
yeah, and you can't look a whale in the face is what they were talking about because like the eyes are on
Yeah,
either side.
because
of
like
his
the eyes
giant
on the
head.
and you can
And it's like you can't
Yeah.
really look God in the face.
that was like yeah.
So Ahab's chasing after God, but when he finally gets it, it takes him down.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, because he wants to have the control or the power. He doesn't
Oh,
want
power. He
God
He wants to
control
control it,
him.
yeah, because
Oh,
God
okay.
took
Yeah.
something from him, and he's like, he's wanting to, and the irony is, and he replaces it with a whalebone. I didn't know what that was symbolic of, but it was like, instead of having a peg leg, it's like a whalebone. Like that's his, and he's like, and what's so interesting is, before they have that final attack or like chase on Moby Dick, they keep running into multiple whale ships, like on the pursuit. and like one of them, what was the guy's name? Captain Boomer or something? Or
Yeah, I think so.
yeah, he had his arm bit off from Moby Dick, but he's content.
Yes.
He's like
Yeah.
he's accepted it. He doesn't want revenge, and he's like trying. But Captain Abad's like, no, did you see him? Where is he at? Like we're going after him. And Captain Boomer's like, dude, you need to chill. Like you need to let go, or you're gonna like. So
It shows like the option, like the two routes there.
yeah, and that's why it was a theme. Like,
Yeah,
is it fate? Like, is fate just there and you can't fight it, or can you really choose your own course? Captain Abad had multiple chances to like turn back and not go for it, but it ended up being and he fulfilled prophecy at the end of dying and stuff. So anyway.
That's pretty sick. Okay, and let's go back to the birth thing. Okay, so did he was that like rebirth? Like was he changed when he was pulled out, or like who was pulled out? Queequeg? Who's Queequeg?
I know there's
Okay,
weird
so
names.
Queequeg was one of the best harpooners, right?
Okay.
He was the guy with all the tattoos and from a different country and really cool.
Pagan. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Tashtigo, I can't remember. Was he Indian? I think he was the Indian.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which I think was symbolic of not being as holy as the white man. But I don't know, because on these ships, they had lots of different people from lots of different
I
countries.
think port cities, yeah.
But I think that the fact that Queequeg was the one that birthed him, that saved his soul, maybe even, but Queequeg is a pagan. So I think it just shows that Queequeg was a more pure or divine person than Ahab.
And I don't know if there was symbolism here, but Queequeg, he thought he was going to die, so he had a coffin built for him, like on the ship. And then he ends up dying. But the narrator, when all the ships are destroyed after Moby Dick, like has that attack, he uses the coffin as like a buoy to like survive. So the coffin saves the narrator Ishmael. I didn't know if there was like a symbolism of like his death brought life.
It made me so
Ishmael.
sad. They were best friends.
Yeah, they were like, I don't know if there was like it
Yeah.
was like a type
I
of
kinda wish he would've
Jesus
survived.
type that, but not the Jesus you expected because he's all tatted up and he's a pagan and all this stuff. But he actually, by him creating that coffin, his death,
Even after death.
it like saved Ishmael. I don't know if
Ishmael.
that was like a thing, but that was unexpected in the whole book of all the biblical connections. I was not expecting all that. There was just a lot of biblical theme there. So
A lot. And I think that was par for the course in the 1850s.
right, that's a good point.
Did you guys know that Starbucks, like the drink place, is named after this book?
I thought that was such a weird
I
name.
was
Is that where that's
wondering.
from?
Yeah,
that
I
was
googled it after reading that, and they did
Yeah.
name it after the first mate, Starbuck,
Yeah,
because
his name
of
was
like the
Starbuck. It's such a-
adventures.
And is that why they have the
Yeah, that's
mermaid
why it's all like
symbol
nautical
too?
themed.
Oh. So Starbuck was like the
Cool.
first man. He didn't like how the captain that was like going
Yeah.
kind of rogue. He was like trying to like
Okay.
he's like, dude, chill, you're gonna kill our whole crew. And he had a chance to kill the captain, but his conscience didn't let him do it.
And then actually, it's funny because Dutch Bros and Beans and Brews are named from Cloud Cuckoo Land that I read. So it's kind of just interesting. Okay, I think I did a great job, even though you found me out.
Do you feel left out because you didn't read the book that we read?
I feel super left out because I wanted to discuss this with everybody because it's such a good
Should we
book.
just do a normal book club? Is that what you're saying?
We
It's
can
just
have-
book club, but we still like vote
This
people
is
out.
kinda
We can have a
fun, though.
post book club episode where we read the other book.
We do it a week later. You have a week
Nice.
to
Yeah.
read the book to catch up.
You have a week, and that's the bonus content. You
Yeah,
can
yeah.
pay, like subscribe.
Only our subscribers
Join
are
the
like our paying
Patreon.
subscribers. 'Cause,
Yeah.
yeah.
Jason's
me.
been playing
That's some good
mind games
feedback.
with me for so long. Every time he'll like see me in person, he'll be like, "So how is Animal Farm going?" Like every time. Just name 1,000 different books.
Try to get a reaction.
Well, one time Jay said, "So how's that whale book coming?" And I thought,
No, he got so close a couple of times. I was so nervous.
That's so
Hey,
funny.
you rattle off a couple hundred books. One of them's gonna.
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
That's great.
"Oh, funny."
All right, what's my punishment?
My idea was you take us to your fridge, you open the fridge, we all pick like one or two items, and you have to mix it together. And you have to take a bite.
It's just his wife's leftovers and eat them.
So yeah, like Liz says, okay, get that ketchup. And I'm like, okay, get that thing and get that thing. And then we like get to mix it up and you have to take a bite. And Jace, don't make that face. You did that crap in high school. Mom, he used to do that. Jace would eat anything.
I know.
Anything we would make, he would eat it. He fall for peer pressure.
And I always knew when you came over to visit Jaron because all my cold cereal would be gone.
Okay. That's different. That's different. I'm saying at high school, people would dare Jace to eat stuff. And I was always the friend that said, Jace, you don't have to do it. Don't do it. And then Jace would do it.
It's how I made friends. I've gained a lot of
He
friends.
thought he had to do it to be cool. And I kept telling him, Jace, you don't need this, okay?
That's the reason I got Crohn's disease. You were trying to stick up.
That is how you got Crohn's disease. That's where it started.
That's true. No, Jaron and I, about the fridge thing, we had an idea for a TikTok account where you go to people's houses, knock on the door, and then you take me to your fridge, and then you pick whatever is the most expired item, and then you have to eat it.
No, I thought you had an idea that you go make a food, like you make a fancy meal from
you
their
make
thing.
food.
You eat the expired?
I don't remember what it was.
Not eating the expired.
Oh, that was just for pleasure.
No.
That wasn't for the.
Why did you
Behind
like
the
that
scenes,
stuff?
you get to.
You just get to this little treat for yourself.
Here's one idea. I want a free music lesson from JJ Music. I do. I want to learn how to play the piano. I want a free music lesson. 2,
Okay.
every time you address me in the next episode, I want you to say something nice about me. Either be like, Hinkley, the one that's better than me, or let's ask the best one, Hinkley. I'd like it if you just,
Okay.
That's good. That's good.
So next episode, I have to address you as what? Hinkley, who's better than me? Mom, who's better than me? Jaron, who's better than me?
I like that.
Okay. Okay.
Unless you guys had better
That works
ideas.
for me.
That's good.
I'm gonna be sick.
I think that's a good one.
But like really spice it up, please. I don't want to just be like, oh, they're better than me. I want to be genuine.
Hinkley, your magnificence.
Thank you.
Okay.
Treat us like
Please
royalty.
do. You can watch Undercover Book Club on YouTube.
Listen wherever you listen to podcasts.
And follow us on Instagram and TikTok.
Undercover Book Club is produced, hosted, and edited by us,
Hinkley Peterson.
Jace Merrill.
Elizabeth Merrill.
And Jaron Strader.
And would like to give a special thanks to all authors who provide us with a medium through which to expand our world.